In the early hours of August 1959, Lee Van Cleef's car skidded off a California highway and slammed into a tree. The impact crushed his left knee beyond repair. Surgeons worked for hours, but when it was over, they told him the words no cowboy ever wants to hear. "You'll never ride again." Before the crash, Lee Van Cleef wasn't yet a star, just another hard-featured extra in the background of westerns. He'd had bit parts in High Noon and a handful of TV shows, but with a shattered kneecap and torn ligaments, even walking was torture. One surgeon told him flat out, "Find another profession." Van Cleef refused to quit. He had a steel brace custom-built to hold his leg together and taught himself to walk again, one agonizing step at a time. The knee stayed stiff for life, but he learned to let the pain show in his face instead of his walk. "Every time I get on a horse, the knee screams," he said. "But that pain reminds me of what it cost to be here." By the early 1960s, Hollywood had moved on. Van Cleef was a forgotten man with a limp and a face full of history. Then an Italian director named Sergio Leone saw something America had missed, a quiet fire that couldn't be faked. Leone cast him opposite Clint Eastwood, in for a few dollars more. The rides were brutal, the landscapes merciless. Beneath his costume, Van Cleef's leg was braced in steel. Assistants had to lift him onto horses. But on screen, you'd never know. That stiffness, that slight caution, it became his signature. The haunted stillness of a man who's seen too much. Then came the good, the bad, and the ugly. Van Cleef became the face of a new kind of Western hero, stoic, dangerous, painfully human. He never romanticized the pain, he carried it like a six-gun. In the decades that followed, he worked relentlessly. Sabata, Barquero, the master. By the 1980s, the leg that had betrayed him once began to win the war of attrition. He turned down roles, but never his pride. His last performance came in Thieves of Fortune, 1990. The year before, his heart finally gave out. Even when his body resisted, Lee Van Cleef kept getting back in the saddle. He turned every scar into steel. The cowboy never rode off into the sunset. He rode through it.